Peter Gringori Obi. I call him Gringori. Gringori is my friend. But Gringori has absolutely nothing to offer apart from dubious statistics.
Mr. Kashim Shettima should be reminded that he's been crossing the line.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How una day? I hope all of una day well. Today we get some videos for our team. We're going to be one quickly the review to you one after the other concerning the things we're going to be if they happen right now for inside this country, Nigeria. This video going to be see the running mate of Bola Tinibu when in name na Shettima to mock Peter Obi, and this Rufai Oseni for Arise News come outside to explain some certain things in case this man don't know waiting in talk and waiting the name when it be say in mock Peter Obi mail. And for the process of this video, we will leave you to watch the full video, and the message going to be say Rufai Oseni sent across to Shettima when it be the running mate of Bola Tinibu of All Progressive Congress, when we say that they call APC. And before we would leave you to watch all this video one after the other, I want to quickly beg you for one favor. I beg help us to like this video, because I'm the only one to say YouTube and Facebook if it help us recommend this video to each and every one of us all over the world. The more this video get likes, the more that they recommend them to people. Now their own policy now be that very one. Thank you so much for your understanding. All right, now I will leave you to watch the full message when we say Rufai Oseni of Arise News sent across to Shettima, the running mate of Bola Tinibu. If we praise this man Rufai, a lot of you not they understand the reason why EBC would they say God will continue to bless this man. Just listen to this message. I believe you will understand more.
Peter Gringori Obi. I call him Gringori. Gringori is my friend. But Gringori has absolutely nothing to offer apart from dubious statistics.
Mr. Kashim Shettima should be reminded that he's been crossing the line. In case you don't know, for the benefit of those just watching, Gringori was a character in New Masquerade, a television series in Nigeria. And there was a character there played by James Eroha of blessed memories, died in 2012. Was a national treasure, but was a character of Igbo extraction, and he had a comedic appeal to him. So him calling a presidential candidate an Igbo comedian, and the statue of Gringori likening to that character as first one is a big slur, a racial slur, because we want an inclusive Nigeria. We want a Nigeria that doesn't even think of where you're from. And he's just played the racial card. And somebody should call Kashim Shettima to order. Because we can't have this continuing campaign where the PDP was stoned in Borno State when they went to his own state to campaign, and there's been electoral violence everywhere. That's a racial slur. Somebody should tell him the implications of what he said. And furthermore, I think the APC Presidential Campaign should make due apologies for that. He's a fellow candidate. If you have problems against him, state your logic. You can never go wrong with logic and empirical facts. You say his facts are not right, fact checking. The man always says go verify. I think what he should have done, if you have problem with the statistics, point to the stats that he has said that is not right. If you can't, then don't say it. Let's deal with the facts, because people are watching. And for millions of children out there that were born after Masquerade stopped running on the Nigerian Television Authority, today they will go back and see the character and they'll feel dismayed. And the vice presidential candidate of a major political party called the presidential candidate of another political party an evil comic character called Gringori. And that is sad for our country. Let's keep it based on the issues.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say una don't hear that deep explanation, and the message when it be say Rufai Oseni sent across to Shettima when it be the running mate of Bola Tinibu. In case he want claim say he not understand wetin the name me or Nigerians not understand history, so we know if he interpret wetin he use that very word me. Thank God say somebody don't come outside to explain to Shettima, and we equally understand say Shettima na lawyer abi, which is to say deliberately he used that very name to remember Peter Obi where he for the come. The Biafra war when it be say he never still finish for ground. And this one are the set of people when they say they tell us say they want to unify this country, Nigeria. They want to make each and every one of us experience total peace. Now then be this. Remember a few days ago, Prophet Issa Ebuba come outside to explain to us who Shetima be in terms of Boko Haram. And every trouble when we say they trouble this country today and the parts when it be say this Shetima and also Atiku Abubakar they play. I believe each and every one of us when we say it come across that very video, una would think say because of say Prophet Issa Ebuba na campaign manager of Peter Obi. Now the reason why they say they try all his own best to condemn the image of Shetima, Amebola Tinibu and also Atiku. I believe with this video and so many other ones when we say you don't see, it will make you understand. Say Prophet Issa Ebuba not just come outside to condemn these people just because of say he hates them, but rather the man they talk based on facts when it be say you yourself will go ahead to cross-check and also verify yourself. All right, I will leave you to share your own opinion with us concerning that very matter, even as we leave you to watch this next video. We'll come back for conclusion.
We also have Chief Dan Olas, a politician from Anambra State, made some comment recently, which I believe you must have heard. What's your take on that?
Pathetic. You know, Chief Dan Olas is a man who said he has been the chairman of
PDP.
Yes, two national political parties in Anambra State. One NRC in 1993 and then PDP. And in 2023, Chief Dan Olas is also saying that Tinibu should support Atiku Abubakar. First of all, I found this very contradictory. Chief Dan Olas is the man who told the whole world that Shehu Shagari told him that the reason his people, in other words his fellow Fulani people, overthrew him in government was because they didn't want an Igbo person to be president. Alex Ekwueme was vice president, and Shagari was saying, according to Dan Olas, that it was the Fulani that overthrew him to forestall an Ekwueme to be president. The same Dan Olas is now campaigning in Igbo land in the southeast for an Atiku Abubakar, who is a Fufude speaking Fulani Northern Muslim, to succeed another Fufude speaking Fulani Northern Muslim to govern Nigeria for an unbroken period of 16 years. And unfortunately, the same Dan Olas is now campaigning against the presidential candidate of Southeast, which even the presidential candidate that Abubakar is campaigning for has openly come out to say it is the turn of the Southeast to produce the next president. You can imagine Chief Dan Olas is coming out to eat back his vomit that it is the Fulani that is the problem of the Southeast, and then he is now the chief spokesperson of Atiku Abubakar. Now, let us look at what Olas said about Atiku Abubakar. People have been wondering, how did Atiku Abubakar make so much wealth as a civil servant, a custom officer? It was from Chief Olas that I heard it, that when Atiku was a custom officer, he was flying container out of the wharf without collecting duty for the government. And Atiku knew that it was illegal, but yet he was doing it. This was the statement of Dan Olas. So he knew that Atiku was very corrupt, even as a custom officer. Now, let us see how very unfortunate this man can be. He coined it that Atiku was doing those things to help the Igbo people who came out of the war, and that was why he was allowing containers to fly out of the wharf without collecting duty. That it is only when the container has gone out that he will now collect duty. Now, let me state it clearly. Because when I went to Lagos, I lived in Olodiapapa with some of my relatives that we are clearing and forwarding agents. I lived in Olodiapapa with some of my relatives that we are clearing and forwarding agents. Whenever a container leaves the wharf, the duty, custom duty, is no longer going to the government, it's going to the coffers of the custom officer. Who is that custom officer that will be so daft that he will now collect duty afterwards? The container has left the wharf and go back to put it in the government coffers. He will be caught. So when Atiku was doing that, they call it flying container. In the palace of the clearing of one agent, the money goes to the custom officer's pocket. So this is J.C. Lansing actually on national television telling the whole world that Atiku is corrupt, and he was compensated by being made the contact and mobilization head in the southeast, so that maybe he will use part of the money, maybe corrupt money, to buy the Igbo people to follow Atiku. Otherwise, how can a person from the southeast, calling himself an elder, who knows that by equity and justice it is the time of his people, who has told us in the past, according to him, because I don't believe it, I campaigned for a Fulani president 2019, and when it is appropriate again in future, I will do the same. This same elder that originally was telling us that Fulani was our problem is now telling us that we should now give Fulani 16 years to govern Nigeria. So these elders, sorry to say it, they are integrity challenged. They are suffering from acute integrity deficiency syndrome, AIDS. They talk contradictory things when they are offered money or anything whatsoever. So Chief Olase is a man who, after being the chairman of the National Party in Anambra State, has not attracted any development in Anambra State, in the whole Southeast. Let me ask him, he's trying to tell the Southeast to follow PDP. What has PDP done for the Southeast for the 16 years they were in power? Just give me one legacy project, one. Then this is a man that is encouraging Southeast to follow PDP. PDP has not considered Southeast qualified for the president or the vice president for 24 years, and Southeast has given 100% of their votes. Yet, an elder like Olase will tell us to follow them. They are part of the problems of the Southeast. Because if anybody wants you to tell the people to follow him, ask him what is in there for your people. Democracy is a representative government. How has PDP represented the interest of the Southeast? How has PDP been able to pay back all the support and loyalty that Southeast has given to them for 24 years? They've not considered us qualified for president or vice, and they have not considered us qualified for any infrastructure. Yet, and Olase is telling us that we should support PDP in 2023, sadly against his own brother Peter Obi. So you can see that these men have nothing else to offer the people of Tinibu or Southeast. So the only thing the Southeast owe them now is to vote them out, vote their candidate out, and allow the emergence, the evolution of new leaders. Peter Obi said, they are in the past, but I and that we are the future of Nigeria. So please, indeed, do not listen to them. They are not fighting for your interests. They are fighting for their own personal interest. Dan Lasi has failed his people.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say all of you don't hear that very one from Barrister Kenneth. The message when we say is sent across to some Southeast leaders when we say that they try to jeopardize their plans and also the purpose of the Southeast. And equally, the message when we say is sent across to the Southeasterners concerning these certain leaders when they say that they try to play with the vision of the Southeast come 2023 in the person of Peter Obi. And to be honest with you, if each and every one of us really want this sincere and we really did genuine to this change when we say all of us they cry for right now, we don't need anybody to tell us the enemy of our future. No, we don't need anybody to tell us. With the way when we say things they go and the way when we say they talk, we're supposed to know who really mean well for us and who really did against us. Now, so we'll talk on this concerning that matter. We'll leave you to share your own opinion with us on the comment section, even as we draw the line here. And before we say a final goodbye, we want to quickly use this medium to appreciate each and every one of you for your time when we stay with us up to this moment. God Almighty will bless you. And also, the women basically the help of the share this broadcast, your likes, your comments, all of them, we appreciate them. I bet make you not forget to help us share this very one as well so that if still reach our brothers and sisters all over the world, because we believe in what they say, information, not power. And as we do so, God Almighty will bless you. We would like to draw the conclusion of this program here. We'll see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.